Good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. This is a little bit early today, but I am on my way to work. So I just wanted to get our day 4 Coach Basics, live Coach Basics um, chat in before I left for work and got busy. And then I'd get packing and I would forget all about it. So we have done really awesome. I'm so proud of you guys, the new coaches that have really embraced what I've been talking about these last couple days, and you've done your grand opening posts and you've been friend requesting people and doing those hey girl messages, and I just love this. I kind of am excited about this live sort of version of this because I think it kind of creates a sense of community that we're all doing it together, and it's just good. I love these live videos. So proud of Darlene's team yesterday as well, and she shared it on our team page that they were doing Film It Friday. Guys, I have to say, live video is where it's at, and I'm great on it on this private little page, but I haven't done a ton of it on my like page, and my plan is to really get moving on doing more live videos. I think it's so important to get comfortable with this video thing. I know that is so scary, trust me. I think Brian and Amy still have a copy of the first video I ever did, and it was horrendous. Horrible, horrendous. So you do get more comfortable with this stuff, but there's lots of times I'm just a blabbering idiot as well. So whatever, you just move on. You can always delete things. It's no big deal. Anyways, side note. So today we are going to talk about maybe what I think is the most important thing that you nail down when you're a new coach or any coach. And it kind of encompasses two different things. I know that when I started coaching, I believed in myself. And I believed that I was going to make a difference. Hi, Terry. Thanks for the heart. I really did believe that I was going to make a difference. I was going to be able to take this opportunity and I was going to be able to help people. I believed in the programs. I believed in myself enough that I wasn't a nutritionist. I wasn't a fitness expert by any stretch, but I had some information that was going to help people. I believed in the opportunity, and I think you really have to find that confidence somewhere about what you're doing. Why did you sign up to be a coach? What made you, you had to sign the paper, you had to pay the money. Why did you do that? Why were you so excited about it? And maybe you started as a discount coach, but what feeling inside of you happened that made you realize, I think I want to help some women with this. I want to share my journey with this. Tap into that all the time. I know, Stacy, you asked a question late last night. When do I share my story and how do I share my story? And this is part of it. Share that. Share why you're doing this. And your story encompasses so many different things. My story has so many different versions. I was 213 pounds, so I've lost like 80 plus. Yeah, 80 plus. I can't say 90 plus now because I've gained 10. Anyways, 80 plus pounds. I've been divorced. I divorced young. My father has lung cancer. All of these things affected my life. And all of these things always go back to me and my confidence and my insecurity and how I've changed and how I have belief in myself now. So I take little snippets of my life and share it. That's your story. You don't necessarily just have one story. You have tons of different stories, and I share them all the time. A couple times a week, 3 times a week. Like, I just put them into my posts all the time. Yesterday, if you go on my personal page, I'll keep it up there at the front of the feed so you guys can see it. Go to my personal page, not my like page, just Michelle Moore File, and I shared a big piece of my story yesterday. So I do that all the time. So there's not a right or wrong. You're always adding pieces of you into your posts. That's part of our vital behavior. That's one of them. Share your story. Be the product. Be proof that this stuff works. So for me, all the things that have happened in my life, the one constant has always been my Beachbody programs. It hasn't always been Shakeology, it hasn't always been coaching, but it's always been that 30 minutes or hour or whatever that I went downstairs into my basement and worked out. That's always been part of the story. So I can always talk about anything in my life, and at the end, it always ends with fitness was what got me through. Fitness was when I could, punch out my frustrations. Fitness was what made me more confident after I split up from my first husband. Fitness came to my life when we couldn't have children. It was something that I could focus on. Like all of these things, all of this stuff all comes back to feeling good and being healthy, mind, body, and soul. So that's how you share your story. The next part is you need to dig deep and figure out why you want this coaching opportunity to work. You need a why, and it has to be so strong that it's going to take you through the months that are hard. It's going to take you through those emails that you get from people that are negative. Yesterday, someone on the team got a negative comment on an Instagram post she made. Your why has to be so strong that you can get past those negative comments, because they're going to come. I hope they don't come very much, but they're going to come. Sometimes they're going to come from your best friends. Happened to me. Sometimes it's going to come from your dad and your brother. Happened to me. Sometimes it's going to come from people you don't know, and it doesn't matter. But your why has to be so strong. It has to be strong enough to get you through the months that you feel like you are never going to sell a challenge pack or have a person to help, that everybody is saying no to you. It's too expensive. I don't want to do that. Your why has to be so strong. And it is 100% okay if that's financial. Don't feel bad about that. I find women get so hung up on they can't, have a financial goal. Why not? Why can't we make our lives better for our families? Oh my gosh, why wouldn't we want to do that? Why wouldn't we want to help? It can be financial, but it doesn't have to be. Maybe you just simply want to buy your groceries every week. Maybe you want to take your family on a trip once a year. Whatever it is, maybe it's just simply for accountability. You just know if you don't have this kind of accountability, you're going to go back to old ways. Whatever it is, it has to be so strong that it's going to keep you tuned in, keep you working every day towards that goal. My why has changed several times. My initial why was, I think, for accountability. Immediately after that, like 2 days later, my why became, I want to get my husband out of a situation he doesn't like being in, work related. Perfect. Now my why is I want to get myself out of a situation I don't necessarily love. I have a salon. I've had it forever. It feels like I've had it for 16 years. I'm kind of done. I want to keep the salon open, but I don't necessarily want to be there that much. So that's my next why. I want to do that. I want to be able to, we're building a new house, and I think that would have happened coaching or not, but I want to be able to buy all the furniture I want when we build that thing. I want to just go and be able to do that. So, there's all these different whys, and they do keep me going. They have kept me going for the last 2 years, because I've had tough months. I've had tough days, tough weeks that I've thought to myself, God, why am I doing this? I already have a successful business. Why am I doing this? And then it clicks. This is why I'm doing this, because I want this to happen for our life, for my family. I want to take my family starting next summer on a big trip. I'm going to say to Delaney, let's get a map out, point to a place you want to go. I want to be able to take the three of us and go. Take 3 weeks and go to Australia or Africa. That's my why right now. That's one of my whys. Have a why that's so strong it's going to keep you through the hard months. Last month, I will say, was the toughest month I've ever had in this business, ever. And there were times that I thought, oh gosh, I'm going to have to start going back to the salon every day. Like maybe this isn't going to work. So crazy, because I hit my biggest goal ever so far in this business, and I had my toughest month. It was like all these things were colliding. but my why kept me going. It kept me pushing every day. It kept me talking to people every day. And you know what? July, thankfully, turning out to be pretty good because I worked so hard last month. I talked to so many people. I shared that with you guys. I showed you those pieces of paper with names, and everyone was saying no and never mind, leave me alone, and not responding. But I kept going. I kept going every single day. Okay, so today's task for Coach Basics is easy. I just need you to think about what's going on in your life. I need you to find out what your why is. Write it down on a piece of paper and just always have it there really close to you. And that's what's going to get you through. Have belief in yourself. You can do this. If you want to do this, you can do this. This is not rocket science. This business is not rocket science, guys. No one is more special than me. If I can do this, you can do this 100%. Believe in yourself. Create some stories that you're willing to share. I know sometimes it's hard. Trust me, yesterday it was actually hard for me to click post because it was going on my big page. It was going where I have 2,200 friends, and the people that I think about are the people in my family, and I get kind of icky sometimes, and I feel like, oh gosh, I was nervous posting it, but you know what? It got 100 likes and lovely comments. It was worth it to share that story. So figure out some stories that you can share with people and share them. Figure out your why so it's going to keep you going through the hard times. It's the thing that makes me press post. It was that thing that got me through yesterday. Happy Saturday. Tomorrow, I think we'll have a lighter day for Coach Basics so we can keep continuing on with all the steps that we've done. So remember, we still want to be adding 5 new people every single day, 5 new friends with those Hey Girl messages. And now I want you to start creating your why and creating stories that you're going to share with your new people, with your new friends and your old friends, with everybody. Okay guys, happy Saturday. I gotta go to work. See you later.